Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. So let me give you a quick preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is a video that I have shown before, but it was just a like a smaller version of it. This is definitely more of a close-up on this supposed meeting that took place with this gray alien being and another dude. Let's see. Also have this interview here with Bushman before he died. It's a 32-minute interview. You just, I actually haven't watched all of it yet. I've only gone through half of it. But he shows a bunch of pictures of supposed photos that were taken by these beings that come from a planet that's like 68,000 light years away or something like that. Also have a couple compilation videos. This is 7 Unexplained UFO Sightings. And then I have this video here, which is 30 minutes of UFO videos. And, you know, if you've been following my channel for any time now, even, you know, before YT took my original channel down, you know, you would have seen most of the videos in here, but there are a few in here that I've never seen. Yeah, maybe like 10% I've never seen. The rest of them, you know, I've definitely talked about on this channel. And this is a video that supposedly took place between some guy who claimed to be an ex-employee of Area-51 calling into the Art Bell show, but I have my doubts. I got this video here from Reddit of a strange cloud in the sky, and then this one also from Reddit. This is Karla Turner talking about the you know, the non-human entities that are manipulating our thoughts and things like that. And she's a person who was supposedly suicided. Let's see. And then here I got this little short clip. I mean, it's a long interview with Congressman Gallagher, but in this part he talks about the possibility of you know, these beings being an ancient civilization, which is of course what I've been saying for a long time. At least one of them. Remember, yeah, you know, what we're seeing, it's not one entity, it's multiple entities. And, you know, as I've said before, there are multiple advanced species sharing the planet with us, and one of them happens to be an ancient civilization that has existed on this planet since before the Ice Age. That's what, I mean, he doesn't say that, he just says, you know, they're an ancient race. Let's see, and then this is another one of these videos that I haven't listened to all the way through because it's a 4-hour video, but it's about this Matilda McElroy, who I think she was a nurse, yeah, the United States Air Force flight nurse, who interviewed an alien named Ariel and said that Earth was an alien prison before 30,000 BCE. But like I said, I haven't listened to the whole thing, but you know, I'll provide the link if anyone wants to take, or if anyone has 4 hours, 4.5 hours almost, to listen to this whole thing. And then let's see, I found this on the Telegraph. There are actually 3 different, part 1, 2, and 3, but it's just photos that have been taken since 1870. You know, like I've said, you know, these things have always been with us. And then last is this article from the Daily Mail. UFO fever grips Washington. Republican congressman says UFOs may be, here again, ancient civilization, as Senator Mark Rubio worries craft retrieval program are being run by internal military complex that is accountable to no one. So, you know, what I've been saying for over the past 3 years now, it's all finally, or more and more people are starting to come to that realization. Oh yeah, here's a clip of, again, Gallagher talking about them being an ancient civilization, which is, what did I say? Yeah, which is this video here. And, you know, like I've said before, look, if you appreciate the time and effort that I put into bringing all this information to you, please give this video a like, please share it, and most importantly, please subscribe. Anyways, let's check out this first video here. Now, you know what, since this is a TikTok video and I don't have to worry about copyright violations, or at least I don't think I do, I'm going to go ahead and play this whole thing. Like I said, you know, I know I've played a version of this. It wasn't a close-up, and wow, yeah, you know, there's some people have questioned it and said that it's that it's not real, but looking at this close-up, I find that hard to believe. This looks very, very authentic to me. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and play this whole thing. It's just under 3 minutes.
That emerged on the internet. An alleged encounter between a man and an extraterrestrial being took place at an undisclosed location within a secret base in the United States. The encounter reportedly occurred during the nighttime, and due to the video's quality, the specific surroundings remain unidentified. It is believed that this encounter took place in 2017, although no official confirmation from the government has been provided. The video begins with a man standing a short distance away from what appears to be an extraterrestrial being, commonly referred to as a gray. Both individuals face each other and maintain eye contact for several moments. The extraterrestrial's physical features resemble typical depictions of grays: a hairless, pale grayish skin tone, large dark eyes, and a slight frame. The man remains calm throughout the encounter, showing no signs of distress or fear. Their interaction appears to be nonverbal, as no audible communication is captured in the leaked video. Despite this, their body language seems engaged and focused. The man and the extraterrestrial being exchange glances, perhaps attempting to convey meaning or understanding to one another. It is worth noting that any interpretation of their interaction remains speculative due to the lack of context provided. After a brief period of visual engagement, the man and the extraterrestrial reach out and firmly shake hands. This momentary physical contact suggests a mutual acknowledgement or agreement between the two parties. The handshake appears formal, devoid of any overt displays of emotion or excitement. Both individuals maintain a composed demeanor throughout the encounter, further adding to the enigmatic nature of the video. It is important to emphasize that the authenticity and veracity of this video remain unverified. As no official confirmation or statements have been released by the government or reputable sources, skepticism should be exercised when evaluating the footage. The leaked video serves as a piece of intriguing but unconfirmed evidence in the realm of alleged extraterrestrial encounters.
Yeah, let me just stop this right there. Again, I want to point out, when you see this person, right, no life support system, obviously breathing our air, right, and completely acclimated to our gravity. So, although this person is calling this being an extraterrestrial, I don't think that it's an extraterrestrial, right? This depiction or this particular species has been seen by humans for, over, I think, 30,000 years, right? Because there are petroglyphs, there are cave paintings of beings that look very similar to this. So I think that this being and or that this species has been on Earth longer than we have. But anyways, link will be in the description. This is this 32 or 33-minute interview of Boyd Bushman, and in this part, he's showing what these creatures that, again, he claims they're from a planet that's like 68,000 light years away. And, he asked them how they're able to get here. Because, again, if they're traveling at light speed, 68,000 light years away, if they're traveling at light speed, that would mean, it would take them 68,000 years to get here. But according to him, he says that it took him 45 years. But then, in the text, they showed that was a mistake. He meant 45 minutes. But, again, another thing, again, I think this is a dead being. But anyways, let me just back this up a little and just listen to a little bit of this.
It's fine. They're approximately 5 feet, 4.5 to 5 feet tall. They had one or two of them around that were 230 years old, and we have a total of at least 18 that exist and operate with our facility as Teller set it up. Now notice the eyes are different, nose are different, but they do have 5 fingers, 5 toes, 2 eyes, and rather strangely enough, I asked him how they communicate. He says, well, it's like this, Ward. You all of a sudden have a question in your mind. You walk into a room with one of them, and all of a sudden you find yourself giving the answer to your question in your own voice. You're able to use your own voice by telepathy to talk to you. And I said, fine. Now that's how they look front. But when you turn around and look at the back, it's like that. Now notice that they have 3 backbones. They're actually cartilage. Nevertheless, it's a much more efficient system than ours. They also have 3 ribs in their system rather than more. This is also the back side of an alien. Here's a 45-degree look. And here's the back of the head. Notice the veins, no hair. And now when we talk about aliens, I pushed the issue and he said, well, there's kind of 2 groups of aliens. He divided them, they divide them into 2 groups. One group he calls, it's like you have a ranch. And you have a ranch and you find that one group are your wranglers that know how to wrangle your cattle. Or others are rustlers, ones that steal your cattle. And indeed, that the 2 groups do act differently. To the ones that are wranglers are much more friendly and have a better relationship with us. Here's the other side.
Anyways, that's as much as I want to play that. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, I'm sure some of you have noticed that I changed the name of my YouTube channel from Talking Surface Monkey to UFO News Now. And that was because someone in the comments suggested I do that. I want to thank that person. I forgot to thank them. But, you know, in the video where the person, again, suggested that I change the name, that video was taken down by YouTube. You know, I don't know if anyone noticed it, but yeah, they claimed that there was medical misinformation in there, but it was actually the video where the one guy talks about, you know, I don't even want to mention it, but he just talks about some, you know, a plan that was put into place a long time ago. And yeah, that's as much as I want to say, because I don't want this video to get taken down too. But anyways, link to this will be in the description. And yeah, again, you know, to the person who suggested that I change the name, thank you very much for that. I took your advice and did that. Anyways, this is a compilation video of different crafts that we're seeing. And I'm not going to play it all, but, you know, yeah, and this one is actually not. This is just a video of a solar eclipse. We got a few UFOs over, I don't remember where this was. And then, oh yeah, you know, this video is kind of interesting here. Let me play this one here, because this just shows what appears to be like a bunch of UFOs flying across the moon. Let me just back this up here a little. Yeah, 38 UFOs flew over the moon.
With a special telescope, when 38 unidentified flying objects suddenly flew over it. The author commented briefly, "I'm an amateur astronomer and have been making videos of the moon for 10 years, and this is the first time I've seen something like this. The video is simply incredible because some objects literally overtake each other at different angles, periodically accelerate and then brake sharply, and they all fly at the same height."
Oops. You know what? I have to say that if if this person is focused on the moon, right, and we're seeing these objects in focus, I believe that would indicate that these crafts, or whatever they are closer to the moon than in our atmosphere. Again, I'm open to being wrong, but I believe that if these crafts were in our atmosphere, we wouldn't be able to see them. I think they would be so out of focus. Again, because because this telescope is focused on the moon. Again, I could be wrong about that, but anyways, well, yeah, let me just show you some of these other. Oh yeah, and here's something that I thought was kind of interesting. This humanoid-like figure seen in the sky. I wonder if in the past, if people saw this, they would have assumed that it was an angel. Heck, even today, I think a lot of religious people would say that this is a vision of an angel as opposed to something else. But anyways, that's that. And I have another video here that's 30 minutes of UFO videos. And like I said, if you've been following my channel for any time, even before YT took down my original channel, a lot of these sightings you would have I've already posted. Yeah, this one is supposed, I think this is from China. This is the Gas UFO video. Let me show you one that I've never seen before, but I thought was pretty wild. It's of a or maybe it's up here at the beginning. Well, yeah, right here. Check this one out. This is a video that I've never seen. This seems like a jet chasing a Tic Tac. But again, and this to all those people who say, "Oh, again, this is another video that I've posted in." Excuse me. And people said that this is a drone, that they're doing some kind of training, but no, there's no way this is a drone. Yeah, and here this is the Metapod video. There's some videos. I think these are the Jeremy Corbell from the I think it was the Nimitz. No, I don't remember what Navy ship. Oh yeah, here's interesting. Here's videos of UFOs. These cylindrical UFOs entering into Popocatépetl. Anyways, that's that. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. 30 minutes of great footage. So all those people who say, "Oh, there are no clear videos. They're always out of focus." No, that's absolutely not true. It's just maybe they haven't seen, or actually, I think the people that say that are these shills that are being paid to try and confuse people. Yeah, and this part here shows these triangle or these pyramid-shaped UFOs that were seen over the Pentagon, over the Kremlin in Russia, and also in China. And it all happened, within a particular time period. Anyways, that's that. Let's go to this one here. Again, this is supposedly some guy who called into the Art Bell show, claiming that that he used to work at Area 51, and that he's fearing for his life because the information he's trying to get out. But I gotta say, I'm not buying it. To me, this sounds like overacting. Anyways, let me just play a little bit of this.
Well, look, let's begin by finding out whether you're using this line properly or not. Area 51.
Yeah, that's right. Were you an employee or are you now?
A former employee.
Former employee.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago, and I've kind of been running across the country. Oh man, I don't know where to start. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone, so give us something quick.
Okay. Okay. What we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military. I'm sorry, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now.
But they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable.
Yeah, see, like I said, to me, this just sounds like overacting. Yeah, I'm not buying it, but of course, I could be wrong. I'm always open to being wrong. So the link will be provided. You can listen to it for yourself and come to your own conclusions. Anyways, let's go to this other video here from Reddit of this strange cloud. Now that could be completely, a natural atmospheric phenomenon, but of course, I want to believe that it's a cloaked UFO, but yeah, what do I know? Let's see again. Now this is a short clip of Karla Turner, who was allegedly quote unquote suicided, because she was revealing too much information. So let me just play a little bit of, I'm going to go ahead and play the whole thing. It's only like 2 minutes, 41 seconds.
Foster a belief, I think, in their beauty and their compassion with us through such means as showing us pretty people. I think they realize we're not as smart as we think we are, and that we often equate beauty with goodness, and you and I both know that's not always the case. They also foster a belief in the alien-human crossbreeding scenario through such repeated procedures as fetal implants and extraction, sperm and ova gathering, baby presentations, and so on. But I think, as Stanton warned us early on, we should remember that without external confirming evidence, we cannot accept this as proof. If we believe the aliens in our race can interbreed, however, it serves a lot of propaganda purposes. It makes us think we have some shared commonality, which makes us more receptive to their presence and activities. If we think we share offspring with them, this belief binds us to them even more so, just as royal marriages used to try to bind competing political parties when one wanted control over the other. The crossbreeding scenario also can lead us to see ourselves as subordinate to the aliens and dependent upon them when they tell us this is the only way your race is going to be able to survive. And they reinforce our dependence on them by warning us of the impending disasters from which only they can save us. I wish I had time to discuss what they may really be doing with the sperm and ova and fetal material they take from us, but I have yet to see confirmed proof that it has anything to do with hybridizing either their species or ours. Through the manipulation of what we think they're doing and what they tell us, they also propagate the belief that their intrusions are ultimately beneficial in purpose, in spite of the fact that so much of the specific abduction events are painful, traumatic, and debasing to the person involved. We have many well-known accounts, abduction accounts, or should I say contact accounts, in which a person has been given a very positive, spiritual experience, sometimes with physical healing or expanded intelligence, psychic abilities, and these abductees feel very compelled to go out and tell you about their situations and proclaim that the spiritual benevolence of the aliens is all there is to it. And such reports can almost make you forget about the numerous other reports in which abductees experience great pain, suffering during their abductions, as well as severe, sometimes even fatal physical after effects and emotional distress afterwards.
Okay, so anyways, that's that. Remember, like I said, supposedly she was quote unquote suicided for revealing too much information. So anyone wants, they can do some more research on Karla Turner. Okay, so again, this is Congressman Mike Gallagher on the Pat McAfee show. And like I said, in this part, he mentions how one of the theories is that these are ancient humans who have been here for a long time, which is what the message I've been trying to get out.
Is due next summer, and my understanding is they haven't even started drafting it right now, so I'm worried that
that's getting pushed.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Yeah, that's
gonna be pushed more than Avatar.
Yeah.
Which have we asked about? That might be.
It could be
James Cameron, maybe.
Well, so the other hypothesis we didn't talk about last time is that this could, as opposed to being us from the future, it could actually be an ancient civilization that's just been hiding here for all this time,
like Transformers,
and is suddenly showing itself right now.
I'll smack those old fucks in the mouth.
Yeah, okay. Huh.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. If they're from this planet, I feel good about us.
Yeah. Remember, that's only one, because there are there's more than one entity here sharing the planet with us. So one of them is an ancient civilization that has always been here, and I think some of the others, must have arrived from other planets and then just took up residence on our planet. Anyways, that's that. Let's go to this one here. Yeah, now this one, again, this is a 4.5 hour video. I have not listened to all of it, but let me just play a little bit of it here. Okay, and this was a nurse who supposedly interviewed one of the beings from the Roswell crash.
Devastating consequences to our spiritual and physical survival if we fail to take effective action to undo the long-standing and pervasive effects of alien intervention on Earth. Perhaps the information in these documents will serve as a stepping stone to a better future for mankind. I hope that you can be more clever, creative, and courageous in the distribution of this information than I have been. May the gods bless you and keep you. Mrs. Matilda O'Donnell McElroy, Senior Master Sergeant, Women's Army Air Force Medical Corps, retired. 100 Troytown Heights, Nevin-Meath County, Meath, Ireland. Chapter 1. My first interview with the alien. Matilda O'Donnell McElroy personal note. By the time the alien had been returned to the base, I had already spent several hours with her. As I mentioned, Mr. Cavett told me to stay with the alien since I was the only person among us who could understand her communication. I could not understand my ability to communicate with the being. I had never before that time experienced telepathic communication with anyone. The nonverbal communication I experienced was like the understanding you might have when a child or dog is trying to get you to understand something, but much, much more direct and powerful. Even though there were no words spoken or signs made, the intention of the thoughts were unmistakable to me. I realized later that although I received the thought, I did not necessarily interpret its meaning exactly. I think that the alien being was not willing to discuss technical matters due to the nature of her position as an officer and pilot with the duty to maintain the security and confidentiality required by her own unit or organization. Any soldier who is captured by the enemy in the line of duty has a responsibility to withhold vital information, even in the face of interrogation or torture, of course. But in spite of that, I have always felt that the alien being was not really trying to hide anything from me. I just never got that feeling. Her communication always seemed honest and sincere to me, but I suppose you can never know for sure. I definitely feel that I shared a unique bond with the alien. It was a kind of trust or empathy that you have with a patient or a child. I think it was because the alien could understand that I was really interested in her and had no harmful intention. Nor would I allow any harm to come to her if I could prevent it. This was true too. I referred to the alien as her. Actually, the being was not sexual in any way, either physiologically or psychologically. She did have a rather strong feminine presence and demeanor. However, in terms of psychology, the being was asexual and had no internal or external reproductive organs.
Let me just stop there. I think, you know what, when she says that it was asexual, had no internal or external reproductive organs, I think that goes back to the notion that that these grays are like organic clones, right? That they're created to perform functions in space. Again, and I think they're created by you know, the ancient humans that share the planet with us. Because, you know, if they're basically humanoid, similar to us, right? We are not designed to function in space, right? Our bodies are designed to work in a gravity, an environment with gravity. So if these ancient race of humans are also very similar to us, then I am speculating that they too aren't designed to work or to function in space. And, you know, supposedly they had to create these organic clones that perform those functions for them, or perform functions in space for them. Anyways, link will be in the description. Let's go to these newspaper article here from the Telegraph UK. This is 140 years of UFO sightings. Look at all these, you know, all these images. Again, and I don't think these are all, yeah, there's no way that these are all fake. Right? Yeah, this just is just more evidence that that these beings have been, that, you know, that people have been seeing these crafts, you know, since the 1800s. So this notion that, oh, they just started showing up when we started blowing up atomic bombs, that's wrong. I think yeah, they've obviously been showing up, you know, much longer than that. And here's one of these crafts that, you know, that turned on its side, like Bob Lazar says, that they, you know, they have the gravity amplifiers in the bottom of the craft, and they somehow, you know, able to like pinch, right, the space-time where they want to go to, and they just like, they bring that part of space to the craft, and then it's like a rubber band effect, where they just snap to, you know, wherever they want to go. But anyways, yeah, 3 pages, parts 1, 2, and 3, 140 years of UFO sighting. Links to all this will be in the description. And now the last article here. Again, this, you know, this is about Gallagher. Yeah, Representative Mark Gallagher. So this is in the you know, the Daily Mail. So even, you know, mainstream is starting to reveal the fact that, you know, there has always been, or that these beings, or whatever you want to call them, this species, you know, or some people call them non-human intelligences, have been here for a long, long time. Yeah, I think Mark Rubio says the same thing. Yeah, here he's talking about how, you know, there's more whistleblowers coming forward than this David Grush guy. So yeah, I really think that they're getting us ready for something. You know, I've heard that that they're supposed to be, I don't know if it's going to be a mass sighting or something, or, you know, they're just going to finally reveal themselves. I've heard 2025, who is it, John Ramirez and a few other people, even I think Lou Elizondo has mentioned it, but I've heard anywhere from 2025 to 2027. You know, I think there's a range of dates, either because they don't have the same concept of time as we do, or maybe it's just an assessment. You know, if they think that we're ready by 2025, they'll reveal themselves by then. But if we're not, you know, if the majority of people aren't ready, I think they're gonna push it back until 2027. So I think that's the reason why you get a range of dates, because they have to determine if they reveal this, you know, how the majority of the population is going to handle it. Again, and I think, you know, all this information that's coming out now, it's to get people ready for the fact that that we're not alone in the universe, and, you know, more importantly, we're not even alone on this planet. But again, you know, I said if you appreciate, oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video all the way through, and if you appreciate the time and effort that I put into bringing this stuff together for you, please like this video, please share, and more importantly, please subscribe. So until next time, take care.